After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music.
And probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Lori and Julia podcast. What are we, Lori?
Still loud.
Gosh, we are still loud, and we're back. We want to thank everyone for joining us today. We have got a lot of fun stuff. We're going to cover the wedding first, of course.
Of course.
And then we've got good stuff to talk about. I can't wait to get your take on Meghan Markle and Harry moving to the UK, Lori, and I think other people will die to hear it as well. It's one of the most controversial, like, clickbait things happening on the internet right now, which is super fun.
But the clickbaity thing people want to talk about, hear us talk about, is the wedding. The wedding of your eldest son on Saturday, which was incredible. It was such a fun wedding. And Julia, to sum up what everyone said on Instagram about your dress, you nailed it. Thank God we went panic shopping at Macy's.
If I would have wore that other thing I was going to wear, I would have felt like Schmada. I would have felt like Frida Frump. Yeah. I mean, really, you had
so
like
the perfect dress.
You and my little sister are like, you can't wear that.
We forbid you.
You have to do better. Mm-hmm. And I'm finally like, okay. Well,
for some reason, you were kind of like reluctant to even embrace your MAGA duties. Okay, so let's just start with our groom's picnic for 80 people. Yeah.
Ryan McEnany from Bailey Farms and Endless Summer Hydrangeas. I texted him last week in a panic attack saying, I can't make this picnic pavilion look good. I desperately need to borrow like 30 hydrangeas.
Oh my God, it looked like Hollywood. It looked like how we were going into Kathy Hilton's a Beverly Hills party outside at her house. It was so beautiful. It was stunning.
Thank you. And I just wanted it to be special for Will and Lauren that they weren't at a picnic pavilion.
Yeah.
But it was super fun. That was fun, wasn't it?
It was. People got to meet the other side of the family, and, you know, the cousins got to see each other because some cousins weren't at the Montana wedding. So It was just, it was a great family gathering. So it was really fun, and the food was delish and perfect night.
It was perfect. So then after that, we do Friday. Friday was fun. We all came over to our place. I was exhausted. That day. Mm-hmm. I take a break. And then Saturday morning, I wake up and I've got bags the size of, I don't know, the largest bag you could bring, the overstuffed bag that you pack on a plane that they charge you extra for. And I run to Jasmine's at Soapbox to get my hair put up. You meet me there after the hair to do my makeup. Everyone complimented Lori.
And it was just barely nothing. It's the eyelashes. You've got to wear false eyelashes.
Okay. And the thing about what Jasmine did with the eyelashes is I bought one strip. She cut it into 3 different pieces.
Yes.
To put it on. And I think that just to follow your eye better, you know? And we've never heard of that before. Have you?
We've cut eyelashes.
We've cut them to make them smaller, but never in 3 sections. No, I've cut them so that I guess I've had them cut only in 2 sections. Yeah, so it was 3, so I thought that was different. And then thank God she had last-minute product to cover the bags because I was sitting there with her freezer packs at her salon and everything else under my eyes. And then just getting out to the wedding venue, my son and his wife now, I went to the planning things, but they did all these extra special touches that I thought were so lovely. But I get out there to the wedding dressing room. Our wedding was at Green Acres Event Center, which is right across from Flying Cloud Airport.
Beautiful little farm. It was such a fun place.
It was, in the day, it was perfect. It was sunny, but it wasn't too hot. We had a nice breeze. And just the setting of those guys. But here's my thing with weddings. I hate getting there so early. It's not my thing, but we
had no choice. There were photos to be taken.
I just want to roll in when it's my time. But Lauren and her cousins and her sister Leah, her mom and her aunties were all in this little hut with us getting ready, which made it really fun. And Maddie, my other son's fiance, super fun. And then the first reveal, which Lori is when Will, my son, comes out and can't look at the bride. And these are pictures before. And then she walks up to him and he turns around and to see her the first time. I could cry.
Yeah.
As a mom, I could cry.
Oh, she had a beautiful dress. It was so simple and almost jackally.
Anthropology.
It was just gorgeous. It was just absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, I don't know that I've been, maybe because I knew a lot of people too, whereas when we went to the Montana wedding, we just knew family.
Yes.
But this was so fun because I knew with so many people. I was dancing with kids that I used to babysit, you know. I mean, it was just so much fun. And Lauren, the bride, comes boogie-woogieing up to me and she said, when you and Julia were talking about the songs to fill the dance floor, she said, I think we had every one of those songs on our list that you mentioned last Friday. So I was just like,
she was so happy about that.
Yeah, it was really a fun wedding. You look beautiful. The toast, the speeches, it was just absolutely a blast. I mean, you and your ex, your husband, have to be very proud of your kids.
We are. Yeah. And then Lauren's sister gave such a beautiful speech, and her dress, that champagne dress that she wore, was stunning.
Yeah.
Everyone looked so pretty, and so a couple people
The only escandalo that happened, was...
Be careful what you say.
Listen, I'm telling on my husband. He did this at his other nephew's wedding. He did fall asleep right during Will's vows. Yeah, oh yeah. During the vows, he does the 1, 2, 3, nod.
He did do that at the last wedding in the church. Yeah.
In the church. He did it at your son's wedding. So that was a little escandalo. And then there was a big spider on one of your nephews right at the neck. He was sitting right in front of me. There were daddy long legs that were falling out of the trees.
Because we were in the trees when they got married.
So there's this spider, and it's blending in with his suit. And I'm like, Kacey, it could go in his suit.
Right.
And he goes, I'm not going to touch his neck. And I said, you've got to get rid of it. I'm not going to be able to concentrate on the wedding. It's no bucket hat, but Kacey just casually leans over and just gives it a massive flick. And he just leans over and he says, man, there was a spider on your neck. And he was like, thanks. Okay.
That's hysterical. Because you kept saying there's spiders, and I'm like, I have no idea.
There were there were 2 on the bride's dress.
I didn't even see them.
Oh, of course not. I mean, I was hyper aware after I saw it. Then there was one crawling up somebody else's shirt, and I'm like, I got to get out of these trees.
I know, but the coolest
that was the only flaw in the day, and that was minor.
That's minor.
Yeah.
My nephew, my godson, Jack Glazer, who was supposed to be born before Will, was born after Will by 2 weeks. And so those boys, my 3, Sam, Will, and Jack grew up together, and Jack was the officiant.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Just seeing those 3 boys up there that were so much trouble and so wonderful and brought so much joy to our families.
All grown up.
He did such a good job.
Really
I was so proud of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you, I don't think there was a flaw. For me, I mean, I couldn't stop smiling. I didn't realize how much fun I would have.
Yeah.
It was like...
you did. You relaxed and you let it all go after all the stress and gnashing of the teeth and not wanting to find a great dress that you were poo-pooing and then picking out satin.
What was wrong with me? We know satin does not forgive.
You just were like, I think you were thinking of so many other things that you needed to do. You were trying to make arrangements for your one sister and her kids and having a place to stay, the groom's dinner. I mean, there were a lot of other things, and you were just like, oh, I can just wear anything. But really, it's a big day, and that dress you didn't show. That was none of the dresses that you showed last week.
I didn't show it. I felt so guilty, but I didn't want anyone to see that.
It's like, you got to wait for the big reveal. And it was just a perfect fit on you, and color and everything. It was just gorgeous.
Lori, I did choose the right one.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, over the black one you wanted me to do. But it was, everyone agreed, off the shoulder is the look. Well, I have to like
your arms. I mean, you got to dress for the figure you have, not the one you want. Okay. I would like to wear Jessica Rabbit all day long, but no, that is not the figure I have unless I get 4 padded bras.
Your dress was so pretty. Who was that by? It was so
I
pretty.
bought that dress in Sicily, in Palermo, Sicily.
It was so colorful and pretty.
On the stop, when they said we were going to make arancinas, we were going to have like a 2-hour cooking class at the end of this
when you said
6-hour day. I'm off. I said, I have got to buy a lemon dress and I need a blowout. Because everywhere, like you saw them all the lemons and pretty prints. And so I just, I haven't had an occasion to wear it. And then it had the blue that kind of matched yours. And then Kacey was in blue. That was all kind of accidental. And it was so much fun dancing. I love the party favors that lit up and stuff.
Yeah, they had these party sticks that had yellow, blue, green, and red or something. That was fun. But that was an element I didn't know about. They did what I thought was so touching was, and I didn't know about these 2 things. They had on everyone's placemat when you sat down in closed scratch-offs. Like,
that was
hope
fun.
You get lucky tonight.
Yeah.
Or hope yours lucky's us or something clever.
Yeah,
I thought that was really kind of fun. I thought Bill did a great job honoring me and our family and the kids, our families. I thought my son Sam nailed it.
Yeah,
I just
hysterical
watched it.
Best man speech.
He was Sam. And Leah is the sister, did such a good job. And the only other thing I'm going to say is the food. The food, to me, was the best wedding food I've ever had. And I'm going to just tell you why briefly.
Pasta.
Simple. It wasn't fried chicken. It wasn't a cold steak. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. And I didn't have to cut it. You didn't have to work hard. You could take as much as you wanted.
Yeah.
It was pastas, 2 different pastas and a Caesar salad. And it was my friend, and my son's best friend's mom, Rhonda Pape, and it's their company. I'm just going to give them a little plug. TST Creative Catering.
Yeah, it was really good. That marinara sauce had a zing to it.
And they had good
breadsticks.
And I loved the white sauce and the Italian sauce. And I got so many compliments on the food. And when my son changed the food like a month ago, I thought, we went and tasted chicken champagne and we had all these other things that we're going to do. And I was kind of like, Will, it's the summer. Do people want to eat a hot pasta buffet? And he nailed it.
Always.
They nailed it. And Lauren, his fiance, wanted pasta.
And you know why it's also a good idea? Everybody is laying a good base for the open bar.
Always about the base. It wasn't open. It was a
But I'm just saying,
night.
that it's a way of also ensuring that everybody, because who doesn't love pasta?
I couldn't believe how much I loved it.
And people were hungry because maybe they had lunch, but it was...
We passed hors d'oeuvres, but people were still hungry. Yeah. The other thing, a couple people came up to me and said, well, who were the people that you wanted to dress better? And you were trying to talk about how you could talk to...
And my brothers.
Yeah, just my brothers.
Just my brothers.
And it was so funny because remember, you and I were sitting there at our house on Friday night. I'm like, well, maybe do this.
Yeah, we both ganged up on him. We both said to him, you're not going to wear some stupid shirt and your REI pants. You're not wearing your hiking pants and some casual shirt that, you've got dress shirts. Put one on.
Everyone did good.
I was impressed with all the younger people wearing suits.
They all wear suits, yeah.
Yeah, but it was nice. And there weren't as many shirts off, but there were shirts off for a period of time. And I quite enjoyed that. Mm-hmm.
And like our day, the singer, we had this live singer. And
that was beautiful.
For happy hour. And then sang our songs, like the song Will and Lauren danced to.
Yeah.
She sang the song Will and I danced to, which was from Tarzan. And I thought it was from Lion King. And... the moments.
Yeah.
Just the most special. They were beaming.
Yeah. It was really, really a perfect, fun, fabulous wedding.
And one more thing about it, Lori, because our nephew from Montana met Bill's sister Lizzie's kids, who they've never met because they live here in Minnesota, the triplets.
And
Jack and
plus
Molly.
2. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was really fun because one of them really connected with one of them and said, I I'd be really good friends with these guys if
Right.
they lived
right.
by me. And I thought that was like, because it's family who never meets, know,
Right.
because they're on the opposite side. So that was kind of fun. It was just,
It
all
was a
right, we're
blast.
done. The kids
All
are
right,
in
we're
Italy.
done. Yeah, wonderful.
I know.
I
All right.
approve of that wedding destination.
And it was his first time in Europe. He's never been.
In my card, I wrote some Italian phrases with the phonetic how to say. Yeah. Because I knew that they weren't leaving till today or yesterday or whatever it was. And I thought, well, they got to know a few phrases. So I wrote it down and, gave them cash.
Listen, that's what they like. And then it was our birthdays yesterday, which was just crazy. I'm like, I can't handle one more event about
one more celebration. Plus your anniversary.
And it was our anniversary the night before the groom's thing. It was a lot. But anyway, I've got 10 months till the next one.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can regroup.
Oh, and then some.
And you're not going to wait to the last. Well, I mean, you can wait to the last minute shopping. As a friend of mine said to me, sometimes panic shopping is what works.
It is. Now I have to panic return all the million other things that I bought that I now own. I think Liz said she still has like 8 dresses shorted for her kid's wedding. I think Catherine had a couple extra.
I told you my neighbor, 30 dresses.
That's right.
30 dresses.
And anyway, thank you everyone for indulging us. It was just one of the happiest days of my life. I was so proud and happy, and I had so much fun. All right, moving on. Let's talk about Harry and Meghan. Did you read Lainey Gossip yesterday?
I did.
Okay, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, she's a Canadian blogger, entertainment person that we've followed for a long time. First of all, it is a gossip banquet.
That's what she calls it.
Yeah,
yep.
It is a gossip banquet. But
Harry and Meghan moving to the UK.
Moving back to the UK, the kids are already enrolled in a British school because they're 5 and 7.
Right.
The first thing that honestly did come to my mind was that Charles' diagnosis is
worse.
Is more grim than we know of. Maybe they're saying you've got 2 years or something like that. That was the very first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
And to me, with Harry having experienced the traumatic death of his mother at the age of 12, forced to walk behind her casket hearse through the city of London, for however long it was, behind the caisson or whatever they call that, at the age of 12, with everyone watching, all the cameras. I mean, so to have the idea of having, even if his pa has not been the most loving father, he's just been the best father he's known how to be, it probably shakes Harry to his core that his kids don't have any memories with their grandfather.
Right.
And I think that he also probably misses living in England.
I'm sure.
I've been to Montecito many times. It's sleepy.
It is. I was going to say it's a nice, quiet, lovely community.
Seaside town of rich people who also have homes in Beverly Hills and, whatever else. And
I agree, Lori. It's sleepy.
It's sleepy.
It's beautiful, but it's
beautiful.
Sleepy.
And there's some great restaurants and, the San Ysidro Ranch, you must go there. I mean, there's a lot of cool places, but I mean, to live there. And, one time Aunt Kathy and I and Catherine and Kacey, we found out, we drove by their gate and she took a little video of me running up and down. And, but they lived there for like 6 years or whatever. And, maybe also Hollywood is not.
It's not working.
But it's not even, even there are no podcasts really. She did her one podcast of like 6 episodes.
I know.
I did read a thing that, Julia, 80% of podcasts end after like 20 episodes.
Really?
Because people think, you just...
Are we at 19?
No, but you pull up a mic and you just start talking and people will listen. And so she only had like 6 episodes. I do think it's interesting that I don't know who planted the rumor or who started the rumor that Guy Ritchie was considering her for a role in The Gentleman, because that's a great show, which is coming back in September.
When I read that, I thought perfect.
So we'll see what happens, but I do hope that Meghan is mentally prepared but maybe she figures they're already slamming her. I mean, one day people will look back and it's just such bigoted coverage that she has because she dared to be a biracial woman who identified as biracial, marrying into the royal bloodline. It is so bigoted what she experiences and how she's covered. If she was some blonde lady, white lady, it wouldn't have gone this way. But for some reason, it just, there is, you might not believe, but there is a lot of, and I think the bigotry comes from, don't forget how many islands and countries that have been British colonies where the people of color have been enslaved. And, only just in the last 20 years have some of these islands been able to be out on their own. And here Meghan looks like 80% of, who anyway, so it's, I hope she's strong enough to handle all the smearing that is going to go on, because do not forget, William is wildly jealous of Harry.
Okay, so let's go back to two other things, though. Yeah. Two other pieces that there's so much talk that maybe there's some truth. Is that everyone has quit them, Lori.
Yeah.
So there's a reason there. And it's either style.
I still think something is more dire with Charles, and that's why they're moving.
I agree, but I'm just saying how they were welcomed into Hollywood. I mean, Netflix gave her a $300 million deal. Nothing came of it. They're like, we don't even care if you deliver.
We got the reality. We got the documentary.
We got that. Mm-hmm. And that, I think, crushed him.
Yeah.
Harry's going back and having any type of an opportunity to rekindle it with his brother. I mean, maybe something will happen. They're both stranded climbing Mount Everest and have to rely on each other at some point and like each other. But so many of the help and people around them have quit them. So I feel like either it's a combination of style that they've been so off on, but there is something there that I hope that goes better for them.
Well, Charles they ought to do what Harry and Meghan proposed, half in and half out, where they're sort of working royals.
See, but I don't know that the brother will let.
There's only 6 of them doing anything.
The brother doesn't like him.
Yeah, no, I know, but Willie hardly works. He is the laziest royal. Him and Kate, they have to be bribed with 2 vacations to do 2 appearances. Queen Elizabeth is rolling in her grave at how lazy those 2 are.
Okay. Let's take a brief pause and thank our sponsors. We are so happy today because we have a new one. I'm going to hold this up, but I don't know if anyone can hear. We have been working with
other side. So we see Let's Dish. Yeah.
We have been working with Let's Dish since 2000 and on and off since 2003 or 4 or 5, something. And when Darcy opened up her first location in Eden Prairie, you and I were there.
Yeah.
And we made meals. And
that we brought home to our family. And you and I were both so excited because we didn't have to think about cooking. We're like, this is the greatest invention ever. And it still is.
And your freezer should be full with Let's Dish. And it's so wonderful to have a dinner on hand. It gives you options. It reduces stress. So Let's Dish whole thing is everything is already prepared for you in different categories of meals. They have serving size from 3 to 6. There's a flat fee. You can serve 6 people for $36, which is unheard of.
3 people for $20 without having to go and buy all like last night, Kacey and I had the bourbon glazed meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Oh, I love those.
And if I had bought all the stuff, it would have cost me more than $20. And it was all done like in a half hour. And Kacey's like, this is really good. And I go, I would pretend like I made it, but I didn't. We got it from Let's Dish. And he's like, these are really good. And this weekend we had company and I served the breakfast burritos, which we did in the air fryer. That was super easy.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good. And then Kacey had the stir fry pot roast, which he did for himself and his brother, and just because he kind of has a limited menu of what he cooks, so it kind of opens up cooking horizons.
It does, and it's not like getting the cooking meals where you have to cut and chop and do everything.
No,
but this is all done for you people. Yeah. It's magic and
simple and delish.
And big news: it is now available in the freezer section of Target. Targets in Minnesota. In some of them in Iowa, some of them in Wisconsin. So if your kids are in a college town or something, or you have family that lives in Wisconsin or Duluth or something that don't know about Let's Dish.
I would love to be able to get this to my mom. I probably can get it packed from Let's Dish, and I think they will ship it. Because she can't chop anymore. Chop, chop. And your mom would like some of the things too, because the simpleness of it just and simple. Deliciousness. Yeah.
And when you get old, you can't chop, or you can't do any of that. But anyway, we've been fans. And for moms and families, what's for dinner? And you're like, okay, we already did tacos. We already did the pot roast. We already did chicken Caesar salad wraps, whatever is in your repertoire.
Yeah. I had like 7 meals.
Me too. And really, my kids only remember one, the burnt pot roast that I put in at 12 a.m. before I went to work, and they just hated it. So I have a bad memory. But this is all ready to go. Let's Dish. Go to letsdish.com, shop at Target, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa. And even if you're going visiting,
you can go to one of their locations and pick up the food too.
Well, yeah, you can go. They've got 5 locations in the Twin Cities. So Darcy and her team have done an amazing job, and congratulations to their business for being so successful. So check them out in the freezer section in Target. All right, and then
I gotta.
She's got a show and tell. Look at those cute glasses. Okay. That is so Faye Dunaway. I'm sorry to say it.
These are Garrett Late, and they're called the Harding. And they've kind of got these little
cat eye almost.
Yeah, little cat eye, but I love the color of them, the caramel.
It's caramel, yes. And they're sunglasses, and they're kind of like a modern cat eye almost.
Yeah. And maybe on Saturday when we podcast from the Minnesota State Fair at 12:15 in Carousel Park, people, you will wear these. I picked these out for you, Julia. These are Maui Jim, and they're called the Cherry Cola Ombre. And you can't really see it, but it's sort of like cherry and blue and pink under here. But these are Maui Jims.
Maui Jims, they have amazing
really
glasses.
Upped some of the design. They have all their sporty spice and sporty guy looks, but they also have they've gone glamorous with some of their looks. So
that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Vision, they're the eyeglass whisperers. And they just know what looks good on your face, you guys. Yeah. And I love those, Lori, that you're wearing too. And they also have distinctive, hard to find brands. They have people.
They do have a sale going on right now.
Wonderful.
Through Monday, August 31st.
Okay. And they've got the 4 locations.
Yes.
And they also, they have the eyeglass guarantee. If you don't like your glasses in 30 days, they'll find you something better or different. Mm-hmm. And if your glasses scratch within a year, they'll replace them.
Yeah.
They're wonderful.
They really
Envision, Anthony and his team, they love helping people. 4 locations in the Twin Cities area. We absolutely love them. Don't forget to say Lori and Julia sent you. And then finally, last but not least, our favorite closet company, Twin Cities Closets. What did the kids say when they came home and saw your extra bedroom turned into this beautiful working station? Every room.
The girl was very impressed. She's like, wow. And then she also noticed that I had decluttered the rooms that her boy stays in when he's here that had been, in every corner there were piles of things. She goes, it is making you get motivated to get rid of stuff. I said, it has motivated me because I wasn't just switching things from tubs to tubs and relabeling and hoping I'd remember where I put stuff, because I kind of had stuff in the basement and I kind of had stuff in this closet. Anyway, I wished I'd done it sooner, quite frankly.
And Lori, everyone says that. And I'm sitting here thinking, I wish I would do it sooner, but I just can't focus on it right now.
Yeah,
but
you've had a little bit going on.
They have our complimentary in-home design consultations and by Zoom. And they're a Minneapolis, Minnesota company that is a family-run company. They, from the very beginning of the process to the very end, everyone that you're in contact with is a full-time employee. And they serve our community as well. They're wonderful to work with. Their designs are exquisite. And no budget is too small. I mean, you did a closet for $500 the last time
I did
around.
like 3 little tiny closets in this house. I just needed shelving. They were so dumb. They were this big with a rod, one rod. So they gave me solutions. And I think I did each one for like
We love
500.
them. There's endless selections. They've got a showroom in Mound and they've got a showroom in Minneapolis. And you can also go to tcclosets.com for more information. So, and to set up your free complimentary design consultation. Okay, I read the funniest thing, Lori. My voice is shot. I'm sorry.
I can hear that.
everyone.
Well, all that greeting that you did.
Just shot. It's just shot. I'm sorry. Let me practice my breathing. This is so funny. So there's this award called the Cuneo Award that is being given out at the Venice Film Festival. And the Venice Film Festival is at the end of August, Lori? I think it's coming up.
It's the beginning of September. It might start next week.
Okay. And they're giving a kind of a Lifetime Achievement Award to Faye Dunaway.
Oh, boy.
I can't wait to hear her crabby speech. But she, was in Thomas Crown Affair, Chinatown Network, Bonnie and Clyde, blah, blah, blah.
She made Mommy Dearest be her death knell because she was mad at the world that she agreed to do that role. But
and she's crabby.
Yeah, she's very difficult. Notoriously difficult to hairdressers, makeup people, everything like that. Anyway.
So she'll be getting an award. But
well,
the other,
maybe.
She's done a lot and she's still alive.
And she was part of the Warren Beatty wrong Best Picture announcement. She announced the wrong picture. Karma at its best.
But perfect, because it gives us something to remember and laugh and talk about. It was perfect.
Right.
So the other Cuneo Award is being given to an up-and-coming actress, producer, and filmmaker.
Who's that?
Okay, I thought you knew this story. This is the best. Okay, this is the best part. It is going to okay, just hold on. I have it right here. Just hold on. This is good. I'm just making you wait for it. Nicola Peltz Beckham.
Oh, Nicola Peltz Beckham.
Yes.
What?
She is getting it.
So obviously the dad paid.
So it is going to her, and the snarkiest things were said, and it's like she was in some movies, but not one of them.
She was in a show that I loved on the CW.
Okay, what was it?
That's how long ago she was in something for whatever reason, because the CW was my station. I loved that show.
I know it was. And they loved you in the Twin Cities.
She was on the show, on some show. I couldn't even tell you what it was, but she has done no acting.
None. But she made a movie called Lola in 2024 and literally had 2 reviews only on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, and both of them are like, why and why and why, basically. Yeah. And so besides that, her husband, the Beckham, Brooklyn, who doesn't talk to his parents anymore.
Maker of hot sauce.
TikTok grilled cheeses. Yeah. And it just goes on. And so this writer, and I think it was Lainey Gossip, went on to say, apparently Cuneo Award, or Cuneo, translated to Italian means donation.
Right. That's what I was going to say, because her dad's a billionaire. That is funny.
I thought that was so funny. I'm like, oh my gosh. Now, here's another thing I want you to weigh in on. You remember the movie with Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey, How to Lose
a Guy in 10 Days.
Yes. How to Save a Gay, did you just say?
I did want to say that. How to Save a Gay in 10 Days. That's a good movie idea.
Right. But How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Originally, Gwyneth Paltrow was supposed to star in that role.
I'm so glad she didn't.
I know. And the movie we just loved our rom-coms. It was only okay. Yeah. But the yellow dress is iconic from it. And it celebrated its 20-year anniversary like 2 years ago or something. And it's still, if it's on, I do it. Yeah. I peek. Because I love Matthew McConaughey's in rom-coms. And her too.
Yeah. Do we want a sequel?
Well, this is what I'm going to tell you. Kate Hudson is the producer on putting together a sequel. And the kind of the theory on it is like, we find the meet cute, you have the friction, it's not going to work. And then at the end they get together, that's your basic rom-com. And we love them because we know it's going to be a happy ending.
Yeah.
But in this one, it was a happy ending, but what happens to them 20 years later?
All right.
And
Kate's, I guess because Kate's involved, if she's doing it and she played the part, so she knows that character better than anybody. And yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it.
Mm-mm.
And, The Devil Wears Prada 2 was good.
I know people who just hated it, said it was such a colossal disappointment. So I never have seen it.
Are you kidding?
No.
That
I need a rainy
by
day.
the sea.
I know it. I need a rainy day. What can I say?
I can't believe you've never seen it.
No, because, I watched the first one again, in April, just because I was like, it's been a long time since. And Kacey and I were, after Rob Reiner died, we were kind of watching movies that we hadn't seen in a long time. And The Devil Wears Prada holds up. It's still so perfect.
It is still so perfect.
Anyway.
I enjoyed The Devil Wears Prada 2, and someone, I did my reading, Lori. I did some homework.
Good.
Said that it really, part of it at its core is an homage to media.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's kind of a lovely way to look at it. Because things implode in it, and if you see it, you see it. But I enjoyed it.
Okay,
it wasn't.
I know I'll enjoy it.
It's so hard though when it's the second time around. Like, those sequels. Some of them work, some don't. But anyway, I quite liked it.
Well, speaking of rom-coms, I do have a recommendation. It comes out today on Wednesday. The Last Sunrise on Prime. Might be a book. I don't know if it's a Carly Fortune book, but it'll be right up a lot of people's alley. It looks just wonderful.
It about?
I don't know. Look it up.
Well,
The Last Sunrise on Prime.
It's
a rom-com. Might be based on a book.
It's a book by Anna Todd. It's a contemporary romance novel. 22-year-old Y travels to Mallorca, Spain for the summer.
All right, we're going to Mallorca.
She lives a sheltered life due to a chronic illness and an overprotective single mom.
Yeah.
She sneaks off. Of course, she meets Julian at the beach.
Yes.
Then she has to return to America, and what are they going to do? That's perfect for us.
Mm-hmm.
Lori, it's a 22-year-old. Gosh, you're so funny. You either like shoot him up, bang him up, murder, blood, just this, or you like 12-year-old TV show.
I know. Did you see the finale of Lucky on Apple?
Oh my gosh, yep.
That was so good. I will watch Timothy Olyphant in anything, and Annette Bening tearing it up between Dutton Ranch and this. That was really a great show with a great twist. And I realized I did not read that book, Lucky.
I did.
I read the book Lucky Girl by Jessica Knoll. And I kept thinking it was about that, but I never read this book, Lucky. So I
have it in my Kindle.
Oh, you do?
And we had her on our show, Lori, because maybe it was one time you were traveling.
Maybe I was traveling or something.
It was on our show.
Wow, I have no recollection of that.
But I couldn't remember how it ended or really anything about it. I mean,
you forget.
Who can say
that was 8 years and 155,000 books ago. Speaking of new shows,
that's so good on Apple Plus, you guys. That's a great show.
It is a great show. Furious. The episode last night, the penultimate.
I'm too behind.
Yeah. So next week is the finale.
Love
that show is so good. It's
on
about
Hulu Plus.
It's an FBI agent, Emmy Rossum, and Lola Pettigrew is playing the she's the trafficked victim of these older rich men. Hello, Shades of Epstein. She's taking revenge on people. It makes you think. I also think it could be a triggering thing. So,
Sure. Yep.
But it is.
They warn you at the beginning of it.
It's twisting it on its head, and you were really rooting for these men to
go
have
down.
justice, vigilante justice. And then the new show that dropped on HBO last week with Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre is Lanterns. And it's fantastic.
And it's about the comic character Green Lantern.
But you don't need to know anything about it.
Okay.
To me, it's like it seems like a comic strip thing meets True Detective.
Okay, but it's not animated.
No. Kyle Chandler is the Green Lantern. Aaron Pierre. It is really clever, really good. It is. Yeah, it's. Don't sit on this one. I don't always understand what's going on, but on the second episode, I realized, this is kind of going to have a True Detective mystery.
Oh, all right.
Just like Spider-Man had to come in and kick that guy's ass on Saturday. The white supremacist. This guy showed up in a Spider-Man outfit and pounded this Jake Lang who tried to show up with his white supremacy nonsense. It was the day of the wedding, but
I haven't read news in a week.
It's pretty epic, Okay,
I'll look it up.
But the green or lanterns, Kyle Chandler, he's got to save the world.
And he's Coach from Friday Night Lights.
Coach Taylor.
Just bright eyes, big hearts, bright smiles, or what was it?
Big full heart, big eyes, or full heart. What the heck? I can't remember what it is. Then the other thing that happened on Saturday that I know you didn't see, and I just happened to be catching up on things, but this absolutely cracked me up. Kacey Musgraves in concert.
Okay. Clear eyes. Let me just tell you really quick. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Okay. What was she singing?
Was she singing in what has been called a disco ball sack? Disco truck nuts and scrotum city. She's sitting in between these two big, like she's in the middle of the balls. Yeah.
Of course. Okay. It took 41 minutes and 58 seconds to get that in.
Julia, I mean, it was just everywhere. It's really,
actually, it's funny.
It's really rather epic. Look at it. They even have
I can
how the one ball sack is always lower than the other.
People should look it up. That's really funny, Lori.
And then Erling Haaland, our Norwegian, he cut his hair off.
Our soccer player.
He cut his hair off. He has a buzz cut.
Oh, he did.
This is like when Casey's daughter, her boys had the most luscious, blonde, tow-headed hair. Mm-hmm. And at the beginning of the summer, they got heinies, a.k.a. a buzz cut.
Yes.
And I was just like,
do people call them heinies anymore? I mean, I wonder if
that's like a 50s or 60s
But I wonder,
word.
Younger people really have no clue what we're talking about.
Well, that's what they were called back in the day when you get your dad would buzz a boy's head. Oh, you got a heinie.
Yeah.
And
Heine here, Heine there.
And I tried to tell the boys they had heinies, and they weren't having it because they know a heine is a rear end. So they were like, no. But they love their buzz cut, and it is probably in the summer, easier.
It turns so blonde. It's way easier for kids, and they've got a pool, so you don't want to have all that hair.
Yeah.
Those kids
which will turn green.
Right.
Blonde hair turns green in chlorine.
Those kids, your 4 grandchildren. I hadn't seen the older 2 in a long time. Mm-hmm. And they're so delightful. Yeah. And the boy
is a doppelganger for his
2
dad.
2 feet too tall. It wants to play in the NBA and is going to play in the NBA. And I'm like, do you practice? Not enough. Not a lot. And his dad is like, well, maybe we should practice more if you really want this. Oh.
He just turned double digits. Give the kid a chance.
He's got so much moxie. He's on TikTok. He made us follow him. I mean, he is hysterical.
Yeah, he's
just an identical little me of Corey. I mean, it was mini me. It was. Yeah. I have not seen him in probably a couple of years. I just was like, and Cece's so cute. We're cute kids.
Yeah,
that was
they really
fun.
are. Yeah, they are. They are. So that's. I'm catching you up. Oh, how about Hayden Panettiere's mom going on GMA 8 days after her daughter dies to say that she
she doesn't believe the timeline.
I was screaming at the TV. at this mom
You know?
who was estranged from her daughter and
Yeah.
also talked badly about her daughter and tried to fake cry and even said, I just have to take a break. And I was just like, God, your makeup and hair is a crime against humanity. And what mom is going on TV
8
and
days after their
talking
child passed.
8 days?
I
And
know.
then kind of, to me, she said some things that were quite disparaging of her dad or her daughter. And I thought, well, I can see why Hayden couldn't be
Yeah.
with her mom, because in her book, she writes when she told her mom she couldn't be her momager anymore.
How old was she when that happened?
19.
So this is a long time ago. Okay.
Well, she got cast in Heroes at 16
Okay.
and had shot to worldwide fame.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom was an old school momager,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't really put a stop to all the paparazzi stuff that
Right.
Hayden had to put up with. She
Right.
could have played hardball. She could have got her network, NBC, but she's a soap opera actress, and she didn't have the smarts of, like, say, Kris Jenner.
Right.
So
right.
when Hayden tells her, and she writes this in her book, that she doesn't want her mom to be her manager anymore, her mom said, well, you owe me. And they've kind of been estranged.
You owe me.
You owe me.
I put you in commercials when you were 11 months old.
Yeah, you didn't have a
I
choice.
raised- Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You owe me. There really has been a lot of.
I judged her on that, Julia, doing that
Well,
interview. I judged her.
Of course.
I was like, no one is telling you that you can't. And I think she might have really gotten a lot of people. Maybe she's got social media and a lot of people were yelling at her or whatever. But if you truly were interested in, to me, you go quiet. You go quiet. You just don't pay any attention to what anybody else is saying to you. So it was like, she's like, I want to tell all the haters that how I mourn my daughter is my domain. And she gave up and she was blaming. And it was just really, I
might have to watch it. I'm in shock. I mean, I saw some excerpts from it.
Watch the whole thing.
She
tries to cry.
Okay, I will.
But she's got long lashes on. Let me tell you, her makeup was a crime.
And I think she was paid by the Daily Mail because she did Big Story with them too.
Yeah. And I don't know what GMA,
she's lost both of her children.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
No.
But her daughter kept away from her. And there are such things as toxic parents that.
Well, remember Brooke Shields and her mom.
Yeah.
And, not to liken it to tennis at all, but the U.S. Open today, right now, what is happening is they're having the big players team up together, men and women, like Serena Williams is back
and Carlos.
And Carlos Alcaraz, who hasn't played in 6 months. Right now, as we're doing this, it's Novak is playing with Sabalenka, number 1 and number 3.
What a great idea. Is this new?
It's new. It's the second year, and they're doing this
it.
because the U.S. Open is kicking off, and that's happening as we speak. And so there's kind of fun things happening. It's on ESPN 1 and 2 if people want to watch it, because it's kind of something different and cool. I kind of really like it. But like Tsitsipas had to quit his dad being his coach. And you see this other gal who I can't remember her name. She never smiles, but her dad would scream at her.
Andre Agassi.
Andre Agassi,
his dad.
Yep, was his coach. And so how hard it is when your parent gets you to a level.
Right.
And you're just stunned because you can't grow or learn more and you have to quit them. So
yeah.
Painful.
And Hayden might have realized too, she might have been talking to somebody who was saying, there's muscle, there's leverage. You're on the biggest show on network TV, Heroes, at the time that was on. Huge audience.
We could protect you, but
we could protect you, but your mom doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't have the stable of what NBC has in the, I don't know. And she was like, oh, I didn't have to go through some of this stuff.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And so many, you hear it from a lot of actresses that grew up with her talking about how they were treated. It's just, I hope that doesn't happen anymore.
Of course it does. It's happening all the time. Yeah.
What else is happening?
Well, what else is happening is that we're going to Croatia, and we're very excited next April, but we're traveling with Borton Overseas, which is a small boutique tour operator. It's been in business for 100 years. We've traveled with them several times, and what they bring to the traveling experience for you is
Everything.
stress-free experiences that are curated, that are really wonderful. You will travel in a small group. Maybe you want them to customize your itinerary. Maybe it's just you and a couple of friends that are going. And I talked to a friend at Pilates. She goes, "Oh, there's like 6 of us going to Croatia." And I said, "You can have a tour. You can have someone like Borden take care of everything for you." Oh, we don't need to be figuring this out ourselves. I said, it's kind of hard to figure out the logistics in some of these countries. Like, would we have known that there was a ferry from Copenhagen to Oslo?
Never.
An overnight. You know what I mean? I mean, we would have just probably taken the train.
You can't because it's water. We would have taken a plane.
Okay. So that's, see, this is why you need Borden. Thinking you're taking a train over the water, which would happen in some places.
She's a blonde. She's my blonde.
Yeah.
But Borton Overseas does that. And we do have a few spots left if you want to join us. We have an amazing itinerary put together. But we go in the shoulder season where it's not stressful. There's not the huge crowds. We get everything. We're alone in most places, which is kind of lovely. You know, where we're needing to be, you know.
5-star hotels.
I know, Lori, you're so hung up on that. I'm on.
Well, you know what? I like a beautiful hotel.
I do too. And we're on the ocean. I mean, we partial ocean views, and it's safe. It's safe. It's safe. And the town looks so charming. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. So please come join us. Go to BortonOverseas.com. And Captivating Croatia's on the homepage. Just get some more information, ask questions.
Or maybe they go to a destination you want to go to.
Absolutely.
Africa is a dream trip for a lot of people. Let them plan your perfect adventure.
And tell them Lori and Julia sent you, please. Okay, so what's up? We have the fair kicking off. We're going to be on with Jason on Thursday.
Yes, his TV show.
Tomorrow, his TV show.
And
Friday,
then,
we're going to be on Twin Cities Live. In the afternoon. And then Saturday, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Hubbard stage at Carousel Park.
And let me tell you, the weather is not looking good. We need an improvement for Saturday, Julia.
I thought of that. It always changes, Lori. Remember, it was going to rain on the wedding day, and we had a perfect sunny day. Yeah. It always changes.
It's already changed this morning from 70% to now 30%. So it's a moving pattern. Anyway, I hope people come and see us.
Because we're going to do a show, a live show.
Yeah, we're going to do a pre-recorded podcast at the fair.
Yes, we are.
And then the following Thursday, we're also back on with Jason.
Yes, we are.
So
and also on Hubbard Day, I know that Best of the Nest, Elizabeth Reese and Marjorie Punnett are going to be there. I think they're on earlier in the morning. And some other great shows are all going to be there. I don't have the list right in front of me, but it's going to be a fun day there at the Hubbard
I'm going to Bonnie Raitt on Thursday night.
Oh.
She's the opening act at the grandstand. So.
How many times have you seen her?
Well, this might be my 3rd time.
Yeah, I guess I've only seen her twice too, Laurie. I was thinking it was more.
No, not really. I think I've only seen her at the fair, but I loved when she had Mavis Staples.
That was the best show.
Was, you and I were at that show.
Yeah,
I don't know who John Cleary is. That's who's opening for her, but I'm going to find out.
I'm sure he's great. Yeah, she wouldn't pick anyone who wasn't.
No.
I'm sure she's spectacular. I'm thrilled. I've got friends up here at the cabin. I'm going to go hang out with them. Have a glorious day, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for liking us. Thank you for giving us reviews. If you haven't yet, please do it.
What are you doing?
Come on. And we're also on YouTube, and you can watch us in closed captioning for, Mom. Hi, Mom. I just want to give a shout out to my husband, Jeff, for all the work that he did behind the scenes.
He doesn't listen to the podcast. Tell him in person.
He does.
Oh,
yes, he does. He does.
Hey, Jeff.
I know. Hi. I mean, because he did a lot of work.
He wants to find out what you're saying about him behind his back.
Pretty much, no. He enjoys us.
Good.
He said one day last week, honey, I hate to tell you, you sounded tired, though. And
Yeah.
I said I was. I couldn't
Yeah.
fake it.
Yeah.
I couldn't fake it. But anyway, everyone have a great day. Cheers. Laura, have a good day. I'll talk to you
You too.
soon.
All right,
All right,
bye.
bye.